if you are here, welcome aboard. My dream, I'll start with my dream last night, was we were aborting the ship, or it was more of a boat. And we are going to do tomorrow rising at Honeymoon Island at the last bathhouse, or not at the last bathhouse, but if you parked at the last bathhouse, I think it's number 3, and then you walk to the beach directly west of that, that's where we're going to be doing a sound journey, sound bath, Christina and I. And it's on a Tuesday, so we were getting the download about if we come by twos. So in my dream, you can think about come by twos as like Noah's Ark, collecting the genes for landing on land after the so-called flood. So if we're looking at, I'm going to go into my dream, that in my dream, we were basically getting aboard the boat and everybody was coming on by twos. And then we got up in the sky and I realized that the clouds were actually made of like felt, or not felt, but cotton or wool is also kind of the way it felt. And I realized just how much of a facade and a dream this all is as I was lucid in the dream last night. So whoever this finds, I feel like it's a message about realizing how powerful your focus, your attention is, and where you're placing your focus and attention. And that wherever you're placing your focus and attention is creating reality. It always has been, always will be. So if we find ourselves constantly looking outward for validation or to know what's going on, and we're basing the repetitive projection of the memorized past to be what we would perceive or agree upon or get the validation that, that past projection, meaning it's now, but it's memorized past material that you took in. So everything that you take in is memorized and then put back out when there's no conscious creation going on. Or when you drop down the ladder and you forget that you're actually creator and you're creating everything you see in front of you. So when you're thinking there's a 2 instead of a 1, that 2, let's say this is the 1 that knows it's creator, but you drop down, down your ladder and you forget that, you forget your creator and you start identifying as a false identity. Then you go looking outside for the outside to tell you and give you the validation that something's going to occur, or that you're seeking outside of yourself, basically. That's when we will then keep recreating the past memorized material instead of coming back to the 1, rising back up and knowing that you can super consciously create. And that through super conscious creation, you may need to whisper to yourself or speak to yourself and say, you're doing a great job, or this is the way something is now, that all debt is paid. All mortgages are paid off and now they pay you back for all the money that was put in. I mean, anything can occur depending on a conscious creator speaking creation into existence and aligning into that desire and acting as if, right, Neville Goddard, being as if, being awakened to the awareness that the desire is. So if you're tapping into great awareness and you have a desire, then you speaking that intention and then taking action on it, whether that action is a word or a thought or a vision, literally lines you up frequentially to experience that which has already happened. This is where creation is already finished. However, if you don't know that you're creator, you forgot that you're creator, and you drop down frequentially down one of your door holes, down your energy centers, and you're looking outside yourself for the answers, you're looking for validation or permission or waiting for things to occur, then I'll speak to myself, then I'm just gonna keep chasing my own tail of a memorized past input to the projector or to this avatar that has the ability to project. So everything that is and everything that's resisting the understanding of us understanding ourselves as creator and getting our full creatorship back and being super conscious creators, super conscious projectors, super conscious speakers, knowing how to speak life and speak wholeness. You are so radiant and abundant. You are so magical beyond belief. All of your skills are utilized and received and honored, and everyone around you loves receiving your gifts. Everyone around you loves that you exist. You love that you exist. So I'm just kind of ranting of things that I could share with myself, and then I could share with those out around me, super consciously speaking life. And then coming back to the dream. So in the dream, I realized as we were getting off the boat, I realized we were in air, in space, and these clouds that seemed like clouds were actually just pretend. They were cotton, like I literally could feel the cotton. So if we could just, access consciousness has come back into the field, and the crew here in the last 48 hours, 12 hours, etc., many of us are listening to some access conscious clearing video on entities, actually. I'll put it in the comments here if any of you feel called to listen to it. I just found it online. But my point is, if there's anything resisting you stepping into your super conscious creator, if there's anything in space that's been blocking you out of space and out of creation, the clearing statements are kind of like this. All the oaths, vows, commitments, arrangements, agreements, fealties, it's fealties, communities. The words are those two words I can't remember exactly, but I'll put the clearing statement as well in it. Basically, all the agreements that you ever made, knowingly or unknowingly, that are not serving you creating, super consciously creating your reality, and knowing that you've been creating it all along. Like, even if it's a lower version of reality and you forgot that you were creating, you were still creating, but possibly you were creating something split from the false identified self with another false identified ego. Okay, I'll put that in there, ego, mind, identity. You can also check out RJ Spina, super awesome with that topic around false identity, entangling with others' false identity, and moving and acting and creating from that lower frequential state. But these clearing statements, any of the agreements that you made with the identity, with others' identities, and it wasn't really what you wanted to be focusing in on and projecting, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that? So you say that and you agree, or if someone's calling it out to you like myself, you could agree to that, and that doesn't mean anything that is of organic wholeness nature will dissolve. It means that which is truly not in alignment with your eternal consciousness, with the highest probability, is going to just disassemble. And then they do a clearing statement of good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds, all bases, all hundreds, and all creations, something like that. So you can make up a clearing statement. You could just say clear, cancel, delete when you catch yourself creating from one of these lower frequential places. If you see like a version of reality being projected in front of you, and it's not alignment with truly the desire that you know is possible, because if you had the desire, wherever you desired the thing or the realization or the actualization, that desire is actually the point of creation where the creation's already finished. So that which you desire is already finished. You just have to keep mindful of your thoughts and your words and your feelings to stay in alignment with that creation of perfection, of wholeness. It already exists. And so we're all being asked to frequentially come up our own ladder, our spine, and be super conscious of what we're thinking and speaking. And then take the time, this has been a high request for myself and others around here, to meditate morning, noon, and night. And I would say beyond morning, noon, and night. Every time we do something, go sit and meditate in between actions and get out of mind, get into the formlessness, because in formlessness, that's the bigger aspect, that bigger omnipresence, awareness, spacious, formless existence. That is your playing ground. That's your literal space being that will help you in these magical co-creations of the finite projector. So if I'm in this avatar, let's say 1%, and I'm finitely projecting a thought and a feeling and a word and an action. However, I'm simultaneously in space as space. I am formless, and I'm becoming practiced in that with morning, noon, and night meditation, and in between and after action, before action. If I'm doing more formless identification, more formless presence, habit building of being that multitasker that can hold space, be space, while I super consciously speak, vision, and feel and take action on, then the bigger 99% of me that is space is going to instantly particleize, and I am there. I'm frequentially, like when you're omnipresent holding all of space, all the planes are accessible because you're holding it all up. You are it. But you're speaking super consciously or visualizing super consciously at the highest probability. So all of that juju, all of that space then instantly particleized rather than taking time. So this is how we know we're not at the highest probability, when things are taking time to actually instantly actualize. Yeah. And what I've found is that the others in this play, in this cosmic play of highest potential, eternal consciousness stance, meaning we've all realized that we're eternal. You're getting good at doing out-of-body work. You're getting good at going into deep meditation and seeing yourself literally like get out of your body, the light body get out. And then you're realizing you are the light body and you're walking around. When more of us are super consciously aware of our eternal consciousness, then you're going to see a lot more people around you. Until then, you'll see the just right ones right around you. Meaning, I'll clear that, not the just right. You'll see the ones who are around you who are frequentially aligned to their eternal consciousness. They know who they are eternally. So, I see you, Stephanie, Julie, Mama. I think that's it. Sending you lots of love, joy, peace, grace. How much more magic can we experience? What's possible? There's tons of currencies and checks that you've paid out when you were identifying as the false self. It's all coming back in the eternal realm as a cosmic joke. I'm just seeing that for lots of people today, that tall order is fulfilled. And then beyond that, you realized the currencies were just current, and that what I'm speaking about, this current flow of you knowing that you can speak it into existence and hold spacious awareness long enough through deeper meditation that you get to see it instantly arrive. So speak life for people, speak miracles for people. Ask them, what do you want? And then let them tell you, and then tell them, so it is. Your order is fulfilled. So all orders fulfilled. I love you. Love you, love you, love you.